Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I want to show you my favorite and what I think is the best pair of orthotics that I have ever made up to this point. And that is these brain tanned leather orthotics. That is buffalo hide that was brain tanned and then smoked, and the smoking process makes the leather soft. And the hide looks like this. I just received it the other day in the mail, and I had to wash it several times to get the smoke smell out of it, but I did accomplish that, and it still stayed soft, contrary to what the leather place said. But in any case, brain tanning is what the trappers used to do and still do today. There's still people out there that go to rendezvous, and that's where the trappers and the Indians used to get together and trade all their wares, their goods, and they still have rendezvous, modern day rendezvous today. And it's kind of like a Star Trek gathering. But when I was a kid, one of the teachers in junior high was really into that, and he knew how to make drums and bow and arrows and coats, leather coats, natural leather coats. And brain tanning, using the brains of the animal, is the way that they used to do that, to cure it, to tan it. And so I've always been insistent upon all of my products being very, very natural. And a few years back I decided to use leather to make orthotics. Despite having been vegan at the time, I decided to do that because I believe that, everything should be used, everything. And so I bought some veg tan leather. It looked like this, and I made me a pair. And I found that for me, some people like them, but for me, it was too hard on my heel. It was too firm on my heel. And that is not soft leather. A veg tan leather is not a soft leather. They'll make saddles out of it and various things that do better with a firmer leather. They made very nice orthotics, but for me, I prefer something soft, and I didn't know what to use. And so I just went to 2 layers of pure rubber, 2 layers of latex rubber. I make that out of yoga mat material, latex yoga mats. And what you see here is that after about 8 months or so of having these, they've worn down some. They're still usable. They're somewhat dirty. They need to be washed here. But they're really soft because it's just latex rubber. There's nothing in between your heel and that. I'm going to continue to sell these for people that have really sensitive heels. But these new orthotics, buffalo hide, they're going to last for a long time. And the leather is real soft. It's still real soft. And I don't think I'm going to have any problem with that on my heel at all. I've filled these with millet holes. And the leather will stretch and conform perfectly to my feet over time. I think these are the best pair that I've ever made. They're just beautiful, don't you think? And durable. So there we go. Constantly improving my products. I insist on the best. These will be a little bit more expensive than the pure rubber ones, but still really reasonably priced. I mean, you can't even compare these to those plastic pieces of crap that podiatrists sell. These are my invention. They conform perfectly to the arch of your feet. You get as much support as you want by putting as much millet holes inside as you need. It's just, what more do you want? They're the best. So check it out. I'm going to show you what that looks like inside. The holes. So you unzip the zipper. And you put as much millet holes in there as you want for support. I'm not going to open that any farther because they'll fall out. But in any case, when you close it, it locks on the end right there, firm. And there you go. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and slide it right into these new pair of Merrill. I bought me a new pair of Merrill hiking boots. Get my exercise. These are custom made. Okay, so let me step back a little bit here. I took the insert out of the boot, and then I made a perfect pattern. And I did that. Now that's not always so easy. When you make your pattern, if you want to order a pair of these, when you make your pattern, you put this down on a piece of thick paper. It's thick, like 60-pound paper. And then you draw around it, and the front is easy to draw because that lays flat. But if it's a pair of inserts that has this ridge going all the way around it, you'll have to just kind of draw around it there and then cut it out the best you can and then slide this into the shoe. Now when I slid this into the shoe, there was some excess here. It wouldn't lay very flat into the shoe. It needs to lay fairly flat into the shoe, and I'll show you when I slide that in there. I'll show you why. So then I had to trim a little bit more off the inside of this edge and a little bit more off the back because it was a little bit too long. Okay, so then I got this to fit into the shoe perfectly. And then what you do is you send this to me in the mail, to my post office box, and I'll make you a pair of these. Best orthotic that you can buy. And they're going to be $110, I believe. Okay, so then you just slide them right in there. Slide them right in and push them up into the toe. And let's see. See if I can get you to see in there. It's a perfect fit, basically. You'll have to take my word for it. It's an absolutely perfect fit. If I take my fingers and feel all the way around the edges, it's a perfect fit. Custom orthotics. And yes, you can transfer them to a different pair of shoes, but they'll have to be a really close, exactly the same size pretty much, very close. If you got a pair of sandals, you got to let me know to put Velcro on the bottom of them. And then I send you the opposite sticky back Velcro to stick on the top of your sandals so that they won't slide around or fall out. So I want to thank you for joining me. I'll put a link right there on the site, or on the video, and I hope you buy a pair of these orthotics. You will love them. Thanks for joining me. Bye.